When I started playing Mario Kart World, I was really excited to see what costumes were in the game. And the first character that I tried was Donkey Kong. I couldn't wait to try all the food and see what type of... Oh, there's only one. That's a little strange. They did a whole redesign and just one costume? Huh. Well, I'm sure there's others that only have one costume, so no big deal. Oh, the only other one with one costume is Pauline. Hey everybody, Marcin here, and today I want to talk about Donkey Kong and Pauline because I don't think this is a coincidence. When I first was playing Mario Kart World, I was kind of annoyed that Donkey Kong only had one costume because it was like they did a whole redesign for him. Wouldn't it make sense that they would kind of go a little bit all out with him and at least have more than one? But I started unlocking them and it was like, I'm sure they just all have random amounts, and it did seem like it was pretty random. But then somebody in my chat in one of my live streams pointed out that Pauline only had one costume and that they were disappointed. And I didn't really put two and two together. We had the leaked cover art for Bonanza, but I just wasn't really thinking about Pauline on that cover. But after that Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct, where we see Pauline plays a big role in Donkey Kong Bonanza, there is no way that this is just odds. There's no way. The only two characters in Mario Kart World that have one costume are Donkey Kong and Pauline. Two characters that happen to star in the next big title from Nintendo. There's no way that Mario Kart World is going to stay this way. It's possible, but it just doesn't make sense. When you think about Donkey Kong being redesigned in the first place, that already right there, it's really strange that he has one costume. Why would they do all of that work to not do more with him? Wouldn't they want people to use Donkey Kong and explore the game like you could with the other characters? With Pauline, I thought it was a little bit more normal that she only had one costume because she's just been coming back. She was gone for a long time. She wasn't really a big character in a lot of games. So with her currently coming back, it was like, all right, she has one costume, but Donkey Kong felt weird to me. But now after the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct, it's strange that the two of them only have one costume. I would be shocked if Mario Kart World never got DLC, so I definitely think it's going to. I think it might even be a mix of free and paid, to be honest. If anything, I'm sure it's going to have paid DLC though. But I feel like with those costumes, I could see them doing some sort of celebration thing where they add costumes from Bonanza. Because with Bonanza, they have a lot to work off of from there. They have the entire wardrobe thing in Donkey Kong Bonanza. With Pauline, they could at the very least just add a teenage Pauline for the game. I still feel like Pauline herself would get more costumes because I don't think they would have the teenage Pauline as a costume. That'd be really weird. I think they would just have them separate. But even if they were to leave adult Pauline with one costume, they could add a bunch with the teenage Pauline because again, they have the whole wardrobe thing in Donkey Kong Bonanza. There is a chance that for the rest of time, Donkey Kong and Pauline will only have one costume in Mario Kart World. But with me already feeling like this game's going to get DLC in some way, shape, or form, and with seeing how big Bonanza is and how much of a role Pauline plays in that game, and the fact that they redesigned Donkey Kong and only gave him one costume, it would be such an odd choice to specifically have them only have one costume. What I think might be the case, and what I hope might be the case, is that they just didn't want any spoilers for Bonanza, so they're holding off on the costumes. Because the amount of costumes that characters have in Mario Kart World is kind of all over the place, but the one thing that's consistent is that the only two characters in the entire game that only have one costume are Donkey Kong and Pauline. They're almost on par with the NPC characters, who don't have any. And if Donkey Kong and Pauline stay the same and they only have one costume throughout the history of Mario Kart World, it would be kind of strange to me. Like, just on a personal level, I would just think it's strange. They have a big flagship title coming out, and it only comes out a month away from when Mario Kart World came out, and they don't do any cross-promotion or anything. It'd be a little weird. But there's a chance that that is what they do, and they only have one costume for Pauline and Donkey Kong for the rest of time in Mario Kart World. And if that is the case, then I guess they did it because they didn't want spoilers for Bonanza. So I could see logic in them never doing it, I guess. But with Donkey Kong getting a redesign and them trying to push Donkey Kong in general, I think it would be odd for him to have one costume for the rest of Mario Kart World's lifespan. But that's all I have to say about this. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Do you think that Pauline and Donkey Kong will get more costumes? Let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone.